All right. So, let's test this thing out and see if if we're working. Had a bit of an issue yesterday. Little bit of things not working. So, we're going to check it again and see what we got. Mic check, mic check. Trying to... Okay, it sounds like it's working. All right. So if that's the case, then I could swap my headphones back to my other headphones, and then I could go back to, you know, life is normal right now. So let's, you know, let's just hope that remains the same. So anyway, here we are, back again. We missed a weekly. That ain't cool. But we're here for the daily, so that's good. We're looking at the 1, the 5, the 15. 15 just took a dump in the last 30 minutes or so. Had a big move down from, let's say, 39.73 to, give or take, 39.65. Recouping some of that now, sitting at 39.66. Not much, but you could watch the 5 trickle down. Like even on the 5, you had a bit of a head and shoulders here. You know, a little 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then the neckline break, and then smash. So, it's not bad, at least as far as patterns are concerned. Not much happening there. Lost the holes on the 15, so that's expected when you got big moves like that. So, that's all right. Each one broke through. So, we'll take a look at the daily, and we'll see, you know, we'll see if anything's kind of cruising as far as that's concerned. Marcos, good morning. Good morning. All right, so let me get the daily chart up and see what we see. So the weekly yesterday, coupled with today's selling. Oh no, today's buying. Okay, today's buying. Very good. All right, not much so far. It looks like, let's see if the computer will cooperate for a few minutes here. Okay, so up 5.5 so far today. Nothing crazy, but that's all right. I want to take a look at what else is actually moving, because we were 15 minutes away from the candle close, so no point in just staring down at the chart. We have engine. GRS is back on the map. KNC back on the map. Let's see. Pundi, KMD, Raven, XLM. All right, so we got some moves here. 24-hour period. Look like engine, BTC, engine each showing the same trend lines. Far more volume on the ETH pair, so we could scope that. Let me see. I think I already have something pulled up for the BTC pair, so why don't we take a look? Not pulled up, but already like drawn up. ENJ BTC. Let's take a look. Let's see what this moves. Let's see what they're showing us here. All right, so a big attempt and wasn't quite able to keep it. So big move up, came down sideways, little move up, base about, you know, previous structure high, came back down sideways a little bit, big push up, and then we've been bleeding for a little while, and now another big push up. So that's okay, but yeah, I'm not seeing on this chart. So maybe we did do the ETH one. Engine ETH. ENJ ETH. Let's try that. I could have sworn we already had something marked. No, oh, that's not it. Oh, that's Finex. Oh, all right. Let's see. Maybe I was on. It would have been Binance, right? Very interesting. Okay. J. Oh, hold on. Things are happening. Yeah, don't worry. Apparently the computer is not fixed, but it's partially working, which may be enough. it may be enough. All right, so originally we had the thought after this big move that we would come down a little bit. We had a little buy box over here. We since dropped down. Now, this was our secondary buy box, this long green guy. So we actually did hit that, so that's great. This was the aggressive entry that, you know, we don't normally take. And this was the conservative entry that if it were to come down like this, this would be a little bit more responsible, sitting on the 1618. So that makes a little bit more sense. And now we've since pushed. The candle tried to break previous structure, but it doesn't look like it was able to. Not over here, not in this ballpark. So this is our high still. So it's a good push, but it's not high enough. Now it is higher than this candle, but that's not going to do anything for us right now. So we can see what this move actually did here and just get a better idea on what kind of retracement we're looking at, or what kind of pullback I should say. So just based off of that one move, give or take, we're floating just above the 382. So there's still plenty of room, but this move might not totally be exhausted yet. First time we had good volume in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. So really 8 days ago we had good volume, and that was on a sell. If we look body to body, they're almost identical, right? This body candle to this body candle. So the buy-sell candle have canceled everything out, and we're sort of right back to where we were. So this could still go either way. We're going to have to take a look at the, you know, the smaller time frames to see what kind of actual trend we got going on here. But overall, it did find support on our trend line 1, 2, 3 days in a row. So that's all good. If you played this out like a bull flag, then we are certainly expecting more of an upside to come with it. Let's see what the RSI is showing us for our daily here. That's creeping back up to the 50 line. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's the 70 line. So it's creeping back up towards the 70 line. So that's actually really good. We can cross that over. That could be some type of indication that things may be happening. But it's something to keep an eye on for sure. It was a good move, and we'll take a closer, deeper dive on another day. All right, so what else we got? Snow, good morning. All right, I wanted to pull this guy. GRS again. Now, GRS had a huge move down. 34 up, already lost 72% on the ETH pair. 23 up and lost 63% on the BTC pair. Trend is better on the BTC pair. Let's take a look. GRS BTC. No, we don't want that. Hold on. There we go. All right. Scope this out and see what we got going on. GRS BTC. Now, I'm not seeing anything on this chart either. So it might just take a couple minutes to load up, or we'll check the ETH pair. Why are we on Bittrex? Jeez. Tell you what, something's very wrong, but we'll get it fixed eventually. All right, so lots of levels to look at, lots of different moves here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days ago we had a big move up, pulled back. Since we found support from previous structure high, that's this guy right here, pushed over, pushed up a little bit, failed at the 618, came back down on the 709, and we're just sort of dancing around. Now we're just ping-ponging 709, 618. So it's a good move up, but we lost it already. Body-wise, it's still higher, so, I mean, it's still a bullish candle, but not very convincing. Volume isn't great, but it certainly is way better than it was when we were back in range. So something to think about here as far as what could be the next play. Finding support on the 709, 1, 2, 3, 4 days. 5, maybe 6 days. Yeah, 6 days. It's pretty good, but rejecting the 618 twice could really lead to further downside. So this is something that's needs to be monitored. Scope out the lower time frames. You know, we could take a look at, like, let's just say what the 4 hours showing us here. All right, so coming in, swooping down low. Here's the first attempt. You know, failed. We had an attempt back here, actually. Swung back, support again. Not much happening. Another push, another pull. Check the hour and see if there's anything telling a story here, but it looks pretty quiet. It's pretty quiet. Kind of, you know, we got the big move, the aggressive retrace, the aggressive pullback with the retrace, and since then it's sort of just been sideways and dying and just sort of testing out that 618 and that 709. So not too much happening on here just yet. Something to at least consider taking a look at and seeing what we could stop this. Stop all of this nonsense. All right. Here we go. Down, down. So that's a lower. It's a lower low. That's kind of like, it's almost the same. All right, not much to look at there. All right, cool. Let's go back. BCH, USD, and of course GByte. No problem. Raven USD. Raven USD. Okay. Let's take Raven USD. All right. Let's see. I guess we're going Trex. This chart looks terrible. It's like they got no volume over here. All right. So, well, everything's going according to plan here. We had a nice push up. This is our buy box. And we're starting to see a little lift off. Back to the 382 so far. I would expect to get back to whatever this is. Point 0447 to 0449. I don't know why there's 2 here. Everything's computers, it's not working properly. Okay, but I do have, that's fine, because I got two different fibs here for targets. We got some historical levels to look at for at least a larger target after getting back up to our previous high. So this looks okay. I'm okay with this. I'm all right with this. That's a good entry right there. That's great. Horizontal support resistance, previous structure highs right here. It's fantastic. Coming down, leveling right between the 5 and the 618. Actually touched down on the 618 right here. That candle is perfect. Pushed up, came back down for a retest, and has been pushing up the last few days. Not getting much out of these candles. We're not getting these candles. We're not getting the 28% candles. But Bitcoin right now is not doing any favors. So we have to play with what we got, and that's what we got. So it's not bad. You know, it's up 6%. I mean, we can't complain about that. But this is good altogether, right? So if you were on the 6 one, let's say you front run a little bit, and if you closed out now with the close, that's 28%. That's awesome. That is fantastic. So now we're looking to slowly make these moves up here. So that's fine. That's cool. And yeah, of course, GByte. GByte. The daily look at what GByte is showing us. All right. Have we gotten out of our little thing yet? No, of course not. Okay, so here we are again. And here is where we will be for a little while. So we are still in our larger ascending triangle, which is also forming this trend line. We have been on this horizontal support resistance level, this aqua one right here, for quite some time. We started to build out a symmetrical triangle after a large impulse move down. So it's basically your bear flag, bear pennant, I'm sorry. So not much has changed. You know, two pushes up, double top on the upside for the daily chart. Ended up pushing down, not making anything really happen here. So just sideways candles. Almost looks like you got repetition candles, right? It's kind of like a larger, well, it's not a hanging man, but it's, you know, of the same style, right? One bullish, one bearish. Now you got like an actual, well, I guess on the low side, right? That would be a hammer. So you got a bullish and a bearish, right? And then you got like a doji spinning top, a bullish and a bearish, right? You got one of each flavor. So that's nice. So if it does go up like 20%, expect it to come, you know, all the way down 20% the next day. Woo! All right. I think we are getting close here. 2 minutes and counting to close this guy out. Very nice. Wall banger, what's up? Yeah, numbers are good. I'm late. Did I go over O&T? No, not yet. It's getting ready to pop again. We'll take a look. BCH USD as well. BCH. Oh, yeah, I missed it. All right. Let's see. What do we got? 1 minute. Let's postpone the Bitcoin Cash until this candle close, and then we'll pull that up. All right. So in the meantime, tell me what exchange. I don't remember what exchange we looked at BCH on. BCH USD. Bitcoin Cash. All right. So as far as the daily is concerned, here's the 15. I know. Don't worry about the lag. Just look past it as if it doesn't exist. So we came up. We had a nice move here. Fire move up, right? A high of 40.14, right? We were higher the other day, but it's again trading into the 4,000s. And then a big dump, right? Pushed it all the way down to, what was our low here? 39.36. So that's a big drop. And then we got a couple, you know, your standard little mini uptrend over here. So you had a rising wedge coming up, leveled off sideways, no good break either direction. Built a little bridge here, you know, good move up, sideways, good move down. And then we did repeated, same thing. 2 good moves up, reached for a new local high just on the 15 after all of this trading. And we've since given most of that back. So it's been a bit of an ugly day. It doesn't look like anybody's really winning, so to speak. But this is what we got to look at here. So the candle just painted. No volatility in the last few minutes, at least on the minute chart here. And no volatility in the last few 5-minute candles. We could see selling is coming in big time now. Now it's buying. So that's good. Let's see what happens here. See, now this is the volatility we haven't seen in quite some time. But look at the candle strength, comparably speaking, just on the minute chart, right? So we'd like to see this candle rise and get some, you know, serious volatility in there, buying or selling. But right now, you got a lot of people trading, but nobody's moving the price. So let's kill this chart because we need all the help we can get right now. And then I'll throw the daily up. All right, so let's do that. Let's get off a G-Byte. See, it's like it's just hesitant no matter what. All right, so here's what we got as far as the numbers are concerned. We opened the day at 39.62. We hit a high of 40.14. We hit a low of 39.28. We closed at 39.69. So still up 7 or 0.18%. So nothing crazy Nothing to write home about. This is the level you want to beat, right? That's that 40-38 zone. Still have yet to been able to get on top of that. Still within our little mini trend here, but with this level here, it's really a swing fail at that point. We should have gotten up top here to test trend. We didn't, so this could very easily just be something like this. Or like sideways, 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 huge move down, sideways, huge move up, sideways, 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 big down, big up, back in new range. So it could very easily be the same stepping pattern as we're doing right now. So we'll have to wait and see. Of course, not much shaking. It's been fairly bland. All right, so let's do BCH. USD, did we say what we're going to do? I like flavors. I'm late. Where's your note? Bad Andy, what's up? BCH USD. All right, well then I will pick the exchange. And not really any good choices here. Oh, just Coinbase. That's fine. All right, so apparently we haven't looked at this one before. Oh, what? All right, so you'd think there'd be a little bit more history here. Did you mean Tether? Or did you just mean USD? I mean, we'll probably have... Let's see here. What am I looking at that? At least something that we could do something with here, or some of you guys can. Still, just not much. So this is a futures contract off of Max, but again, there's just nothing going on here. All right, let's see. Stamp, I guess. Sure, why not? Why not? All right, so far as levels are concerned here, let's put something on. The computer is going to be a little upset, but that's all right. All right, got this over here. We got this guy up top. And we got a low point down here, and it's kind of it. I guess you got a level right there, but that might be getting a little picky. All right, so overall, clear downtrend, nothing crazy going on here. You got your high, you got your lower low, you got your lower high. Swing it down to your lower low. And then your lower high. So nothing's cruising on this guy. We got a couple days of buying. I don't know that I'd be super excited. Let me get the trend on here first. Okay, so at least we got some type of target area to look for. Come on, there you go. There you go. Give me the red. Nice. All right, so a little bit of a target area to go for here. If we do maintain this little push up, we'll have to get in on the daily and see if any of this is sort of making sense. We have a bit of a cup and handle forming, so let's check out the daily and see what's happening over here. All right, so not as pretty as it looked on the weekly, but you do still have a somewhat rounded bottom. Yeah, a little bit. Again, it's not super pretty, but it's okay. We do have what do we got? A 3, an 8. What do you got? 3, 8, 8, and a 4. All right, so it's a fairly decent move. So when we pushed up over here now, we found hesitation on this candle, which was previous structure high. So this is okay. We blasted through that. That's good. Now you got to chop through this ugly range, get past these levels here. It looks like you already did. So pushing up under this whole hesitation range zone and this hesitation range zone. So we can push up past all of those. It shouldn't be too big of a deal. Volume's on our side as far as that's concerned. Well over average on volume. Let's see, what else are we looking at here? I mean, trend, obviously trend is good. You got a high, higher, low. You got a high, higher, low. You got a high, a higher, low. And you got a high and a high. You haven't made your higher low yet. So it's fine. So let's see what we got for this move right here. Expecting this to be the exhaustion play for now. We would be looking at, coming back down. So if we did come back down to these levels, it would be more likely in this zone, this whole attempted and failure area, to actually come back and test support. I wouldn't be mad at that. I wouldn't really be surprised either if we did do something like that. You tested it for support here but failed. All right, so this is like a drop down, a push up, test for support, fail, come back down, test for resistance, fail again, and now you pushed up and passed it. So it is possible that this thing's just going to level off and cruise up to the next level, target area zone, or at further downside and actually turn this into a pullback, get it back over to this area and really do test it again, make sure it is support, and then you should be off to the races if market conditions continue in the way that they are right now. So this isn't bad. It's not bad to look at. It's also not really great, but it's something, and that's fine. What we could do is you monitor this area here on like the 1 hour and see if momentum is going to pick up on the shorter time frames. And if the shorter time frames start picking up, then at least you got a pretty good indication that you're going to get into these new zones. You get into those new zones, then of course you can start playing, like this swing high candle, right? You could play that candle, which we already lost. That's the same as our zero line. So your next move, you'd be looking to get on this horizontal support, right? Or up on top of these levels. So these candles up here, candle bodies off of the push, right? You found rejection over here, which caused this big, massive downturn. So this area right here is enough to get me short if we cruise up. So it's not much of a buying area, but it is an idea to at least push it up there, sell, and then reevaluate. That's if it goes north from here. If it starts turning down, then I would expect that this is the area that we're going to retest in between the 618 and the 709. That's kind of what I'm thinking. All right, then we're going to look at O&T, right? O&T? O&T BTC? Guessing? I'm guessing? Thinking? All right, O&T broke out of range. Good push up. Reestablished. Set a new trend. Came down. Pushed back up again. Retested range properly. Pushed up real nice. Came down into our buy box. Swing back up. Now we have a good trend confirmed. Trend holds. Push back up again. Now we're building out a symmetrical triangle. Symmetrical triangle has broke. This is what we like to see. So, this is great. This is what we look for, right? This pattern right here should get us up here. All right. Now, this was our original buy down here, somewhere in this box. Aggressive up top, conservative down below. And this is the target area that we're looking to sell. And this trade will be 61% if we finish the trade and get up to that area. So yeah, ONT looks good. As far as volume's been dipping in and out, under range a little bit. The under average, I'm trying to see if they most been selling, which, yeah, it does look that way. So when people are selling, when the trading is bearish, there's less volume, meaning that less people are interested in selling, more people are interested in buying. And that's why more transactions are made, more, Bitcoin is being passed back and forth and sold for ontology during the areas of the larger white candles. So when the sentiment is sell, 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 there's less people doing it. There's less people moving that price, right, from, whatever, A to B. There's less people involved. So it's a couple of big players selling off larger portions as opposed to a bunch of smaller players, each, throwing in a little bit to make a larger amount, if that makes sense. And that's not always the case. That's just what I would, that's what I would expect to be the scenario. Some people cashing in, but cashing in on much larger orders. And this is like perfectly acceptable, right? This is you reach a target, you sell a little, you buy back low. You reach a target, you sell a little, you buy back low. You reach a target, you sell a little. This one was maybe confusion, right? And now you're reaching for the pattern. You push up over. This gets you a new high off your structure. Come down for a proper retest. And then this should be a springboard up. So this is good. I like this. If you did not get in down here, right, this is your buy box. Right, the aggressive entry buy box is right here, and that's also the conservative entry. Yeah, sorry. For the pattern, like, you don't really let it fail. Your stop loss prevents you from staying in the trade longer than it needs to. So if this does fail and it comes back into the symmetrical triangle and then breaks on the low side, then it's a failed trade. Your stop gets you out. No big deal. If it is a long play and it works out, then this would be your buy box anyway. Right back on the retest, push up and out. So that's good. OT looks all right. Hector, Skycoin. What for it, Snow? USBTC, Frankie, 4 fingers. All right, Frankie, 4 fingers. Let's see what you got here. EOS BTC. US BTC. Let's take a look. EOS BTC was trying to paint a bull flag. Broke out from the flag sideways. Got a little retest, but we're not. That's nothing great. I'm not sure what this guy's. Oh, that was. I think we're just going over examples of what flags were. I'm not sure why my arrow is upside down, but you know what? I'm gonna leave it. Oh, because I drew this one first and I just copy pasted it. That's why. Okay, that's fine. Slowly but surely, the memory comes back. All right, so volume trending down while price is trending down. Exhaustion and trend is good. We are sitting on support levels here, 92.59 and 88.71. 88.71 wasn't tested for the last week, so able to hold up over that, which is nice. Rejection at the 2618 again. Ping-ponging back and forth between those two. So nothing overly exciting here. Trend is still good. It looks like we probably broke trend here. Well, let's put one up here and take a look, but we might have broke it to the south side. So let's get our little thing going on here. No, we're on it. Like literally on it. We're in the apex. Welcome to convergence. All right, so anyway, broke out of range, popped up. A bit of a retest, nothing too crazy here, but that's all right. Push back up, another pullback, push back up. Sideways, so not much of a pullback here at all. Good push up, local high. Drop down, we found our 1618 for our previous buy target. This whole thing popped out of a ascending triangle, and then since then we've been coming down and sideways. So now, instead of our little bull flag here, now what you got is a symmetrical triangle. So you could do this. Kind of. You got to bear with me because everything is very not correct right now. And let's do this. Okay. You could do this. You could, come on. There you go. Hey, there it is. All right. Okay, so before we get too excited here. All right. So it would look something like this, and this would be your symmetrical triangle. There's not much happening here, right? So you kind of got this out in like no man's land. So again, not much happening, but what you do have is a swing failure to the upside. So you got your high, and then you got a lower high. You still got a higher low, so you're good on this end. When you came back down, price reversed again. You made another lower high. So again, swing failure. You got to play the break of the fail, push back up over it, and then you would be expected to go up from there. We have to contend with. Let's get all this out of here. We got to contend with horizontal. We want that to remain support. We want to push up out of this little just blocked in area. And then we want to be able to maintain this trend line. All right, we do have this older trend line coming in, sneaking a peek over here, this red one. That's what stopped us out from our previous high. So you have to at least be mindful of that. If you push up and out, you might have to get out a little early because you're dealing with the 3618 as another profit target area. And you're also dealing with this trend line, historical trend. So it's something to keep an eye on for sure. Yeah. All right. Sup? Snow. Thank you. You're welcome. Zooming in on the 1 hour and 30 minute. It's looking ready to go soon to me. Whoa, you're talking about ONTs? I would imagine. Shankar, KNC, BTC, if not done already, it has made some partnership with Samsung. Hit that thumbs up. Thank you, Bad Andy. Appreciate it. All right, KNC, BTC. Yeah, KNC, believe it or not, I think we're still in. Oh, dear Lord. My fingers are moving too fast for the computer, which you should never have to say that. All right, anyway. Yeah, this trade has been going on for quite a while. But that's all right. It's KNC's been good to us. We bought one of the breaks down here. I don't remember what. Then we bought the ascending triangle. This is the breakout. This is the retest. We got all of that, which was cool. Brought it up to 10K. And then we bought back down here over by the 709. So it's KNC's been very interesting. I still hold this 205% is the next move. I think we're hitting up here. Nothing has really showed me otherwise, and if the computer will just God. All right, so this much larger channel. Don't worry, it's. It's just catching up. The much larger channel is really what's giving me a little bit more confidence in that retest. That retest was so good, and that push up was so good. Getting out of this range that or this channel that we've been in since August of 2018, and look at these moves over here. Right, this is a coin that can easily get back to the 236, right? And that's why I'm not worried about it. Now, if it takes, we've already been in this trade for what, a week? If it takes 3 weeks, it's fine, right? It's no big deal. As long as that capital is not taking you out of other trades, then it's fine. But if you got that capital tied up and it could be in other trades that are moving, then it's a problem. So you just need to assess your situation. Support we found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days we found support on the 709. All right, that's that weird wonky 709 we throw on there. It's good. It works. Certain coins respect it. And this is just another situation where it fully respects it. 709, 5 days of trading, all is good. Pushed up, slight rejection at the 618 currently right now. I still expect further upside. Good volume yesterday. We did a nice push. Wasn't enough. We ended up losing about half of that back. So, it's not the greatest thing you've ever seen, but, just be patient and let it do its thing. All right? And I feel like I missed... Oh, Sky. That's right. I was like, I knew I missed something. I remember. Hector wants to see Sky. All right. I would just go outside and then you're straight. Unless super dark where you are. Then that could be a problem. All right. So Sky, right off the bat, is ugly. We have a big range here. We know... Or not that we know, we can assess that it's a pump and dump style coin based off the very large wicks that all end up in loss. So, big wick, big drop, big wick, big drop, 2 big wicks, and sideways hesitation, another big wick, loss. So, something like this, you got to be very careful about how you approach your trading. In the long term, does it have the ability to get back up to higher levels? Sure. Would I trade this in range? Not unless I could short it. Because then I would flip. I'd do a flip order. A long to flip. Flip short with double the contracts. But let's just take a look. So we came down, found support, horizontal support, resistance, horizontal. I might have made a word up there. Pushed up, lost it all, came down, found a bottom, pushed up again, lost it all, came down, found our bottom again, pushed up again for a false breakout, tried to hit that level, failed, a little bit low, came back down, pushed up on top of range, failed again, came back down, didn't quite hit bottom range, pushed back up to just about the median line, pushed back down again, found support, dropped lower for the first time in this whole situation, and then had a huge move up, nice move up, good pullback, and then right here, right where it should have continued up, it failed. Failed right here on horizontal support resistance. I mean, smashed it to the sat. Pushed all the way back down to bottom of range. Now we pushed all the way back up to top of range. And now we're sitting on the 709. Hey, look at that. If you're range trading, you could ping pong these levels, for the next month if it stays in range. This is a coin that break a range and buy the retest, I would never do. All right. Because of this loss, and well, now because of this loss, but these two, and being in such proximity to this horizontal, you have to flip the horizontal. You can't just break out of range. And if you do, don't expect much, right? You'd be looking at whatever this is right here, 10%. So it's a good 10% play. Next time you push up out of here and swing back up into that horizontal, you got to smash this horizontal. You have to break it and flip it. It needs to be support. As long as you stay under that horizontal, this coin is going nowhere. Nowhere but sideways and down. All right. You need to properly push up past it, retest it. Not that the retest is mandatory, but it would get more buyers in there, in my opinion, especially if they're breakout players. Then they would not buy if it just pushed up through it. Then I'd be looking at smashing my head right here and probably coming all the way back down to this level and then ping pong in here for a minute. Something similar to this, right? You push down, you smack your head, you go all the way down, right? But don't worry, it's coming back up for a little bit. Bang, there's a chance to get out, and then here we go. All right. So sometimes they say like wicks precede or show you where price will end up going. And I would say in this situation, no way. In this situation, yes. In this situation, yes. In this situation, yes. But it's just not always the case. Just like here. You had a nice wake up. Did buying come in and continue? No, it didn't. It went down. So there's something to be said about that happening in trend and out of trend, or with the trend and against the trend. But yeah, that's what I got for Sky. Not great. Not great. All right. So Frankie, no problem. Looking at it as a midterm swing for Sky. Hector, if you want to trade Sky, and this is not financial advice, but I'd recommend range trading. If you're gonna trade Sky, it's been in range for what, well over 100 days. It has yet to prove to anybody that it's gonna do anything but be in range. And with this loss right here, this breakout, retest a range, and lose again on this horizontal, to only come all the way down to the bottom of range again, to come right back to the top of range again, you know, that's an indication that you might want to range trade this for a little while. It's no different than this right here. Right? You came down from the bottom, you pushed all the way back up, you smacked your head on horizontal support resistance, you came back down, not all the way down to the ground, but then your next push up was where? Top of range. And what happened? You failed and you came all the way back down bottom of range. Well, right here you did. All right, so that's how I would trade this. And I'd probably risk very little capital just based off of this style of trading. But look, you can get your targets filled, you know, relatively quickly with these kind of wicks. I just wouldn't put any confidence in these candles. You see a massive candle like this, 17% candle, right? There's probably another 10% right here. So you see a massive candle like that, you know, and you're like, oh yeah, we're going, you know, all the way up. And no, you're right back at bottom of range within a week. So you just have to be careful. All right, let's do one more chart, and then we'll wrap this up. What do we got? Poly, BTC. Well, we can't leave Bad Andy out there, so we'll do XLM, and then we'll close it out. So what do we got? Poly, BTC? Sure. Let's take a look at good old-fashioned Poly, BTC. Where's my stuff? Why are we on Polo? Oh, my goodness. Holy schmoly. Poly. Come on, do something. Load. You know you want to. It's gonna happen. I swear. It's this is it's analyzing how awesome the chart's gonna look. I think that's what's happening right here. All right, so obviously we got problems. Let's try it again. Okay. Right. Still kind of just kind of working through some things. We're gonna set up a session, you know, get the computer down on a couch, really like, talk to somebody professionally, see if they can find the deeper roots of the cost. What is happening? Oh boy! All right, well maybe we'll have better luck with XLM. So we'll try going back to Poly in a second. Let's see if XLM will load up. XLM BTC. BTC, right? XLM BTC. All right, let's do it. No worries, Andy. No worries. I mean, we might not be doing this either. So, you know, It's, you know, if I got off a chart ago, we would have never had to have this awkward conversation about how what we're looking at is not good. Now, I could hit the refresh button, but we all know that that's a 10-minute process, and we can't do that. What we can do is we could try to trick the system. We'll load a different chart, right? Check this out. All right, I got an idea. Let's do SMA EMEA. And then I'll try to load it up on here, right? And it's kind of like the loophole. It might work. I'm thinking it's going to work. Stick with me. We'll load them up. Oh, man. Is that a sign? It's, yeah. Yeah, the sign is Poly BTC is something you clearly don't want to look at. They won't even give you the chart. So that's not good. All right, I think this is from a video. So we can close all this out, but look, we got a chart loaded. Right? We're on to something here. So let's go back to Poly BTC. That's where we started this fun little adventure. Now, I'm not going to have anything, or more than likely won't have anything already done on this template. Those are mostly on the main template. But we'll just easily see it. Clearly, I won't be able to draw a whole bunch of lines and boxes because things are not cooperating. But we'll visually talk about it if it happens. It looks like it might not happen. Man, maybe one of you guys could pull it up, put a picture of it in the chat, and then we'll talk about it. Oh boy! All right, well we'll give it Marcos. We'll give it another second or two, and if it's just going to continue to bring tears to our eyes, then we'll just shut this puppy down, and we will attempt tomorrow. Again, I will try to fine tune some things here, but I'm afraid we hit a bit of a wall. All right. Yeah. It's not happening. All right, but I will get you Andy, if you are who's it, Andy, and who wanted Polly? Oh, Shankar. If you guys are on Twitter, just shoot me a DM, and I'll load up a chart and I'll shoot it out with whatever I see. Yeah, so we'll do that, because now I feel bad, and I hate feeling bad. I don't want to do that. All right, but anyway, we're gonna kill this because obviously it killed it. It made that decision for us. All right, but I do. You ever think about setting up a Discord? Yeah, I do have it. I haven't opened it yet, but it's there. It's marinating. It's something that it'll be a very slow organic growth. You know, I'm gonna build the YouTube, build the Twitch, because I stream on Twitch. As I stream here, I stream on Twitch as well. So there's a whole nother family over there, except, well, there's nobody over there, so it's but it's building, I tell you, it's building. And then when the time is right, and it's you know, it makes sense. It's a lot. It's one thing to just load it up, but it is an undertaking. I mean, I have to dedicate a large amount of time, and currently I just don't have it. So, but it'll happen when the time is right. It will happen. But thank you for asking, Andy. I do appreciate it. Thank you everybody for coming out. I'm sorry yesterday was a bit of a letdown, and well, it looks like today was a bit of a letdown too. But we did have a couple good minutes. Couple good solid minutes, and that's what I want you to remember. All right, so anyway, yeah, that's it. I'll try to see if we can get things a little bit smoother, and we'll take it from there. All right? So thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. I'll see you on the exchanges, and happy trading.